Hey y'all, shot a little video on how to make sausage gravy because I thought you needed to know because not everybody knows. Um, a little disclaimer, I do keep saying pint when I mean quart. I don't know, I'm tired. Anyway, remember, it's about a quart of milk to a pound of sausage. Anyway, enjoy that video. Well, Deborah made her first ever batch of biscuits. So I think we're going to have to go ahead and make a nice batch of gravy in honor of that. So here we got the stuff you need for gravy. Gravy's simple. You got your sausage meat right there. That's a pound. That's just regular grocery. I kicked the tripod. That's a regular grocery store sausage, breakfast sausage. This here is some milk from the local dairy, raw milk, cow's milk, fresh, farm fresh, and then some bread powder, also known as flour, which is just you know flour. It's ground wheat. Salt and pepper. That's all you need. Gravy's simple. And then you need a cast iron pan. Actually, I should get that heating and we'll get started. So you just throw your sausage into your pan, and then you take your fancy, I like a steel spatula in the cast iron, and you just start breaking it up. And as it browns, you just keep breaking it up. And you want it really, I like it nice and fine. Some people leave it real chunky. I like it nice and fine. But as it all the fat starts to melt, it'll start to break up better. Anyway, this takes, I don't know how long this takes. We'll see, I guess. I never time it. But you want it nice and brown. Browning is flavor. You get a nice crust going, and that's all good taste. Because I just leave all the sausage right in the gravy. Because I like it. Anyway, this is going to take a while, so we'll cut. Well, it's been a couple of minutes, and I've just been poking the sausage with the spatula, and it's still not brown. You see, it's just kind of gray right now. And I don't know, this is medium-high heat, whatever the hell that means. Judge your temperature. If it's cooking too fast, it's too hot. If it's cooking too slow, turn it up a little bit. But you got time. Never rush your gravy. The gravy needs its own time. See how small it's getting, crumbly. I like it crumbly. Anyway, you'll see how it goes in a few minutes. This is what are we in it? Maybe 4 minutes, 5 minutes tops. Anyway, starting to release some of its good gravy essence. All right, but it's got to be browner. This ain't brown enough. Hold on. All right, so this is starting to get good. It's got some good color. You can see that brown there. There's still a few little pale bits. I'd like to get a little blush of color on them. But you see all that good juice there. We're going to need that. And, find out which way your stove slopes so that you know where the grease is going to collect in your pan. If you're in an old house, it's going to slope one way or the other. If you're unfortunate enough to have like one of them fancy new kitchens where some idiot went and leveled up your stove perfectly, you're going to have to tip your skillet. and get all the grease into one end. And give it a little smush, you know, to get that juice out. There's a lot in this stuff. This is good. Sometimes it ends up too dry. Anyway, just encourage it all to one side of the pan. And then we're going to do some, add some of the flour. Because you need to get all your sausage up here. And then just let it kind of, you know, it's seeping down there. It's draining down there. So then, I don't like to put my thing on the counter because I lose good grease. Leaks out all on it. And if you end up with grease splatter all over your stove, you got your fire too high. Turn it down a little bit. Shouldn't splatter that much. You get a little. Anyway, I'm over here. You're watching the thing. I'm over here getting the flour, and I need a spoon. What you want to do is you want to soak up that grease with some flour. And this is quite a bit of grease, so we're going to use quite a bit of flour. Fortunately, I got quite a bit of milk. That means I'll have quite a bit of gravy. It all works out. And you just kind of eyeball it. You know, basically, you got your flour, and you want to coat every little flour molecule, not to get scientific. You want to coat it in grease. That's all you're doing. And you see, it's actually getting a nice little color on it. That's good. Anyway, and you let it cook a little bit. It's always good to cook it. The more, the better you cook it, the better the flavor. You know, see how it turns brown? What did we say? Brown is flavor. You got to know that. Anyway, and you get most of the lumps out, but it don't matter because we're going to leave the sausage in it. Then it's time for the magic milk, I think. I don't know. I never talk to people when I'm making gravy. I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, we're going to throw some milk in. And since this is a lot, we're going to throw a fair bit. That's like 3/4 of a pint. Whatever that means. Anyway, and it looks like hell. But don't worry, it'll all come together. You just be patient. And, you know, if you screw something up, you know, you didn't throw enough flour in, you throw some more damn flour in. That's all right. It's great. Anyway, you can mix your meat in there to see what the consistency is going to be. And oh, see how this is thickening up now? This is real thick. This can take some more milk. I'll guarantee it. And you see that nice cast iron skillet? Heated it up right away. It didn't cool down. If you got a shitty skillet, actually, let me turn that down a bit. If you got a shitty thin skillet, it's going to cool right off when you put that milk in. So we can throw a little more in. We're almost to a full pint of milk for a pound of sausage. Anyway, you'll see this will come up nice. Looks like hell. Actually, I could have even done a little more flour because I see I got some little free fat floating. That was probably out of the sausage. So anyway, see how nice that's getting though? Thickening up good. And once it hits boiling, that's as thick as it's going to get. Then you're just evaporating liquid out. And always scrape the bottom. See how I'm scraping the bottom? Scrape the bottom because you know what's on the bottom? Flavor. You get the flavor off the bottom. Anyway, it's nice and thick. I like it thick. I think you should be able to eat gravy in a sandwich. Anyway, there you go. That's pretty much done. We can kill the heat now because there's enough heat in that pan. Keep things going for a while. Sausage gravy. Now you got to season it. How much salt do you put in? I don't know. You put in as much as you need. Is that enough? Probably not. I'll put more in. That's just my initial guess. Probably more. And then, you know, you got to throw some black pepper in there. I do the grinder thing because ground black pepper is good. But I get so tired before I get enough pepper in, I gotta just put the other stuff in too, because you know this is my cardio right here. Lord, I need. Deborah keeps saying we should buy one of them power grinders, and that's what you really need for gravy is a power grinder. Oh, I'm doing pretty good here actually. I thought I'd have to wimp out on you and just throw some other stuff in, but that might be enough. There, I like good pepper in the gravy. Put the cap back on that. Let's see where we are. And I always put both in before I taste it, because and then I finish up with a little more salt. I can eyeball the pepper because you can see it. It's a visual thing. Anyway, let's get. Where's my spoon? I'll use my flour spoon. I don't care. I'm gonna taste it. Oh dang, that's about perfect. Yeah, I think that's it. Anyway, let's plate this sucker up. See how them biscuits are. All right, let's. Ooh, this looks like a good one. Let's see how it breaks. Oh, beautifully. All right, these are Deborah's biscuits again. Anyway, you get yourself a big funny spoon, and you put on the gravy until you're ashamed of yourself with how much gravy you're putting on. And that's it, man. You just smother that sucker in gravy, and life is good. Let's try it. Let's taste it. The big taste bite. Oh, them ain't flaky biscuits, but they're first try. They're good though. Dang. Anyway, that's sausage gravy on a biscuit. It does prevent the coronavirus, because of course you're home making gravy instead of being out getting the coronavirus. So that's good. Good for the quarantine. Anyway, make you some gravy. Get some sausage. You got flour, salt and pepper, and milk. Good milk. Anyway, thanks.